Let me tell you a story about when I almost died. It sucked, dude. Imagine dying. That would suck. It was back in school, high school. You know, you have a great time, go to geography class, write on the paper. It was at the end of the day, bro. I just got in trouble with the principal. But then, and she was blocking the door, so I couldn't leave the office. I was like, it's the end of the day. Let me
Baba
go.
Bowie.
So I was wearing my Timbs in winter, and I was like,
Baba.
I'm just gonna slide under her arm. I slid under that,
Baba.
and I ran away. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm going home. So I go out to the doors where you start to leave. I start walking away. You know, about to go out the doors, home run. You feel me? And then I see this girl. There's this one girl in our school. She was, I would approximate 6'7", 6'6", around that height, probably 300 pounds, around that weight. And she was just like a mongrel. Her nickname was Smokey the Bear. And Smokey the Bear is, yeah, I don't need to describe him. He's fucking bear. Big motherfucker. And she was a girl. Massive girl. She just recently dyed her hair blonde from brown. Now the principal and this girl, because she was autistic, she's one of those people. Well, she wasn't really, I don't know if she was really retarded. She seemed like a regularly sort of normal person, but somewhat. Anyways, she had a kinship with the principal. They were good friends, you feel me? One of those, huh? Good friends of the principal type shit. So now this girl was pissed. I didn't know how the fuck she saw it, but she used her senses to see that I fucked over the principal. Just went under her arm. Obviously, the principal wasn't happy about that. So if the principal ain't happy, Smokey the Bear ain't happy. So Smokey the Bear was looking at me like... It was kind of funny because, like, you could imagine the opposite of Smokey the Bear. So smaller, like the opposite, so like really small. So Smokey the Bear is like this big. So she was standing beside the guy like this big. But he was still fat. He was a big motherfucker too. But he was like super small. At some point, they walked past me while I'm about to walk out to school as well. They walked past me, and the Smokey the Bear is like, "You should go back to the cotton fields." And I was like, "What the f?"
Baba Bowie.
I was dumbfounded. I was like, "What the f?"
Baba Bowie.
So I just started hurling all types of insults. I was like, talking about how retarded she looks. I was talking about how she dyed her hair. That was a sweet spot for her. And it didn't take long before you could tell she was in full attack assault mode. So I had the boys with me. There were the boys sitting beside me, you know what I mean, near the doors where you walk out. And they're all laughing. All these people laughing at her about her dyed hair, whatever the fuck. She was getting angry. And the small dude was angry too. And I was pretty sure they were saying like the N-word or whatever, but they were like whispering so you could barely hear it. Anyway, she starts moving towards me. And once she took like around 1 or 2 to 2.5 steps towards me, I decided I was going to leave the fucking school throughout the opposite exit. And I'm not joking. I literally saw her take a few steps and I immediately booked it to the other side of the school. If she had caught me, there was no way I was gonna get a release from her grip. I would be stuck there until the principal came in and swept me up. So I'm like, she won't even chase me, right? I'm just gonna leave the opposite way, just sprint out the school with my Timbs on, past everyone in the hallways, and just like hope that she doesn't chase me. So I go and I'm like, she's probably not chasing me, right? Because she only took like a few steps towards me. She was probably she wasn't doing anything, right? But then I turn behind me and I see this bitch is going, hold on. Bitch was coming at me at full speed. I was running with my Timbs on, but this bitch had fucking Ferrari for today. And it was winter, so there was a lot of snow outside, like this deep. And I was fucked. I was like, oh hell no, this is not good. I live pretty close to school. I'm about to head out. So luckily I had my Timbs on. I was running through this deep ass snow, and I swear to God, it was like this thick. So I was like at the fucking, it was going up to my knees, and I was just getting wet, like doing one of these. I was like coming through, and I was trying to run through. And you see all these kids like sparse throughout the field, because it was like a field behind the school, the opposite exit. You see these kids like looking back and seeing this bitch. Oh, I forgot to mention this. While she was chasing me, this is what made it so scary. While she was chasing me, she was like, "Fuck you now! I'm gonna kill you now! I'm gonna kill you now!" I was like, holy shit, she's for real. And at that point, this is the first time I ever felt like my life was in danger. I thought I was gonna die if she caught up to me. But it's a good thing I was a big nigga too, but I was way smaller than her at the time. Now I'm a big nigga, but I was way smaller, so I could get away at decent speed. So she eventually gets to the door, and I'm already halfway out the field. So this bitch is just screaming out the same shit. "Fuck you, I'll kill you tomorrow. I'll kill you tomorrow." I was like, oh shit, I'm not coming to school tomorrow. I go home and I'm like, oh, that was lit. That was actually funny as fuck. And eventually I go to school the next day, and at that point I completely forgot about the situation, even though I completely forgot about it. And I was just walking through school, and then this bitch is like, I was like here walking down the hallway, and this has been an empty hallway, by the way, because I was going to the washroom, and the bitch just comes and walks right past me. And then I didn't even notice she was coming near me until like she was right beside me. So I was like, and I look at her, and she was just walking forward. She wasn't gonna look at me. I'm gonna assume that the principal got in her head and was like, "You can't be running through the school saying I'll kill you, nigga. You just can't be doing that." And they're like, and she was like, she already pledged fealty to this bitch. So she put down her sword. She was like, "I'm sorry, sir. I will not call niggas again." Anyways, that was a lit time. High school's lit.